Hello. Hello, Kumarasamy sir. Could you able to hear my voice?
Yes, sir, you are live, sir. You can
Yeah.
start the session.
Okay. Uh, so good evening to everyone gathered here. I am Dr. Rajesh Khanna, head of the department, St. Joseph's College of Engineering. I am the convener of this program. It is with a great honor and joy that I extend a warm welcome to all of you on behalf of St. Joseph's College of Engineering, YMR Chennai, to this faculty development program on recent advancement in AI and machine learning. As the convener of this program, I take immense pleasure, pride in hosting such a timely, transformative initiative under the guidance and support of our management and academic leadership. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are no longer confined to the research labs. They are redefining industries, education, and society as a whole. The goal of this FDP is to empower faculty members with the knowledge and tools to keep pace with the technology developments, to enhance teaching methodologies, and to inspire innovation among our students. Over the next few days, we will engage with the renowned speakers, domain experts, and researchers who will walk us through recent trends in AI and ML, from deep learning and computer vision to NLP and expandable AI and auto ML. These sessions are carefully designed to strike a balance between theoretical foundations and real world applications, enabling participants to bridge the gap between academia and industry. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our chairman, Dr. B. Bhavamanogaran sir, our managing director, Mr. B. Shashishekhar sir, and our executive director, Mrs. Jessipriya ma'am, and our principal, Dr. Vetti Sheshagiri Rao sir, and all our deans for their constant encouragement and support in organizing this FDP. A special note of sincere thanks to the director, Science and Technology Entrepreneurship Park, National Institute of Technology, Surat, whose expertise, insightful guidance, and commitment greatly enrich the program and serve as a source of inspiration to all participants. My heartfelt thanks to Mr. Gautam, Senior Programmer, AI and ML, Mr. Nivas, Senior Programmer, and Mr. Sendil Kumar, Director from pantechelearning. Your contribution will play a vital role in the success of this event. I extend my deep appreciation to the organizing team for their dedicated efforts and to all the participants for their enthusiastic involvement throughout the event. I sincerely hope that this program serves as a platform for knowledge exchange, collaboration, and academia enrichment. Let's make the most of this opportunity to grow together and contribute meaningful to the future of AI and ML in education and beyond. Once again, I welcome you all and wish you a fruitful and inspiring week ahead. Thank you. Thank you, Kumarasamy sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for being a part of this program, and it was a great initiative to have you on board. And thank you for the opportunity to coordinate with Step NTK and Pantech Learning. And
Thank you, sir.
now I hand over the session to Ms. Lakshmi actually, and she is a senior programmer at Pantech Learning, and she has been working with Pantech for more than 5+ years, and she has extensive knowledge on AAML, and she will be the resource person for the next 2 days, and she will be guiding you for the next 2 days with the live and hands-on session. Uh, Ms. Lakshmi, I would like to have you on board. The session is yours.
Very good evening to all. Welcome to the pantechelearning. So this workshop about FDP based on AI ML with new emerged technologies from June 30 to July 4th that will be conducted by the pantechelearning with the collaboration of St. Joseph College of Engineering. Thanks to HOD sir, principal, conveners, and all HODs who are participated here, who given this opportunity. So this is very happy situation because with the St. Joseph College, we shared these new technologies with these people. So thanks for giving this opportunity to all people. So myself, Lakshmi from pantechelearning, Senior Project Engineering. So here, the entire entire days, we will start the session with the basics to practical session, then later with the applications. You can enjoy the session who are all joined here. So you're having the better opportunity to get the more information with the practical and theoretical information, because people may know about the theoretical part more compared with the practical part. So we can get enjoy with this practical session along with the theoretical part here. Thank you. So our mission, so we have to help to more people who are trying to get the more technologies with the new requirements, with the new trending technologies. So that is our main motto. And Pantech e-learning was started by 2004 as a Pantech Solutions. The later online platform started in 2019. So we have shared so many of experiences with workshops, internships, and so many of research and development projects to the students and as well as the faculty, and for government sector areas too. So we are having the 4 branches from 2004 onwards, and we are having more workshops we have conducted. So 1200 plus workshops we have conducted, and 100 plus webinars we have conducted. And here we are having the main mottos, what we are doing. It's not only for the software purpose. So we are working with the combination of software and hardware, and as well as with the EV design part setups and everything with the hardware and software too. So we are having the technologies for all domains with the software and hardware domains, along with the cloud part setups and everything, with the full stacks and everything. So now the first day, so in entire these 5 days, about the 4 days, so these content we have to segregate based on the requirements in the present days. The first day we are discussing what is AI, ML, deep learning, and which language we have to select for it. So we should take all basics about AI, ML, deep learning, and everything. And one or two applications we can see today. And later in day 2, we can go through with the deep learning along with the neural networks in depth wise. Coming to the third day, we can see NLP based. So coming to the fourth day, we can see remaining requirements with the advanced of AI with the different type of requirements. So today, first day, we can see from the basic onwards what we are having in AI and how we can start this AI with a step by step, and what we are discussing for entire days we can see here. So you're having any doubts, and with this voice everything is clear, please check, then we can start the session. So for day 1, These contents we are discussing here. So we have to start with the AI and which type of applications we are having in a AI and how the applications are working in a IT sectors and as well as for the colleges and universities. And later you can see what is AI, machine learning, deep learning, NLP and libraries. So these basics only we are discussing today. And end of the day today, we can see one of the application with AI based. So that is our main motto for the first today. So let us start with the intro part with these requirements. So here we are saying AI with the machine learning and deep learning. So we know very well AI is nothing but it's a new trend technology, and later we have started with the Gen AI also. So but we have to know about AI very clearly. Then we can go for the future versions of the AI, what you're having exactly. So the word itself, you can see artificial intelligence. So AI is nothing but the artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is nothing but wherever we are having the intelligence with a human being, that intelligence you are sharing to the robotic brain. So that is only we are saying it as a AI. But the name itself is not possible to complete the AI part setup. So for that, we have to add some particular models to the AI. Then it will work for different type of data sets what you're giving exactly. So that is our AI part setup. So for this part setup, so if you are taking the AI, you want to work for the AI, first what requirement we need to take, we should know. So any requirement for any technology you're starting means you should have some particular plan. So in this AI, so we have to take some particular language to work for the AI programming language. Then later you have to select some particular software for it, and along with that you have to take some particular database what you have to work for the future or present generation purpose. Then later if the data set want to work for the future and present, definitely it should have some memory part set up to train the database and to get the answers for your testing inputs. That purpose you have to take some particular models. So we have to take 4 to 5 requirements to build the AI. Then later we can apply all those things into the hardware part setup if you need. So first one, programming language we have to take. The second one, we have to take the particular software tool. And third one, we have to take exact data, what you have to work for the present and future purpose. The final one will be very important thing, algorithm part setup, how the memory space human being having, how we are storing the information. Like that, we need some particular models to train the database and to get the results in a future or present. So that purpose, we have to take some particular models. So that models only in AI, we can see machine learning and deep learning. So these machine learning and deep learning will work for different type of data sets. That may be images, audios, Excel sheets, any type of other type of format data what we are having exactly. We can take those data sets here to work with the AI by using of machine learning and deep learning. So we can see how the entire AI will be there. So here, if you want to work for the AI, you should know about the machine learning and we should know about the deep learning. So these two things will work for the AI to train the database and to get the results how you're seeing in a real-time applications. For example, if you're searching anything in particular Amazon website, or if you're searching for the movie, or if you're searching for the what is it college, which college is better in online, then it's giving a directly answer from the particular websites. Maybe different websites you can see the answer, but in a background it will work with the AI part setup only. So that purpose, definitely we should follow the particular models, machine learning and deep learning. Now you can see the little bit intro I will give about the machine learning first. So today we can focus on mostly AI ML and little bit deep learning, because tomorrow we are having the in-depth of the deep learning. Tomorrow we can work for the deep learning more. So now the basic information AI definition we have seen. Now you can see what is a machine learning. So machine learning is nothing but it's a subset of the AI, because you are saying it as a AI. So in this AI only you are having the machine learning model to train the database or to get the results. So that's why I'm saying machine learning AI is a subset of AI. And if you want to train the data sets or you have to learn anything without being any type of requirements, then we can use the machine learning part. So in this machine learning, we are having 2-3 requirements. What is that requirement means? The name itself we can say machine learning. The machine should learn itself from the past experience of the data what you're having exactly. Because if you're taking the subjects without uh, knowing of any previous knowledge of particular subjects, we can't say anything. So like that here also the machine want to learn something from the past data what we are having exactly with some different type of formats. The data you have to take to the machine, then it should learn itself, then it maybe will give the results for the present purpose and as well as the future purpose. So like that we can use this machine learning. So coming to the deep learning, so actually here we are having some particular difference, little bit difference will be there. So as per my requirements, I'm saying, so here the machine learning will work for the less amount of the data, but what you're having the particular data and that data you have to train with your machine learning. So then definitely what you have to do, you have to take the data and you should apply to the machine learning, then you will train the data, then you can see the results, but the data set should be applicable, which type of model you are taking to that model, you should check whether the data will be applicable for your model or not. If your data is not applicable for your machine learning model, then you can't get the better results. Then what you should do at the time, then we can go for the remaining models. So why I'm going from the machine learning to the deep learning means in machine learning with the less amount of data only you can train and you can get the answers, you can get the results and you can complete your testing part setups properly. But if you are having the huge amount of the data, then machine learning is not enough, machine learning models are not enough to complete the training and to get the results in a proper way. That purpose, that machine learning will extend with the deep learning. And here you can see, as per the neural network construction, the deep learning will work. Here you can take huge amount of the data to train or to get the results. Then you can see the output. But this is also comes under from the AI. This is also subset of the machine learning. But why we divided from the machine learning means it's like extension models of the machine learning models. But this is also comes under from the learning part of the AI part only. So this is difference between the deep learning and machine learning. Machine learning will work less amount of the data for present purpose and future purpose. If you want to work for the huge amount of the data, bulk data, then the machine learning is not enough. In that machine learning, we should go definitely with the deep learning. So the name itself, it's saying deep learning. We have to learn very deeply. One time or two time or three time or fourth time also you can, how many times, number of times you can train your data to get the better results. But in machine learning, sometimes it won't be possible. So that purpose you are going to the deep learning. So like this, how the human person is working, like that our machine also will work in a same manner. So that is difference between the machine and human being. So simple definitions I have given for you. What is AI? What is machine learning? What is deep learning? Now we can start with the AI very in depth, because today our main motto, we have to start with the AI. Then later we can see machine learning in depth. Then we can see the practical session with the application. So now I am starting with the AI. So what is an AI? So we know already AI is nothing but artificial intelligence. Our intelligence we should share to the system. It should work as like a human being. So for that purpose, we already seen this particular definitions for it, right? Now you can see why we are using actually this artificial intelligence. It's not only for simple applications. You can work for the any type of applications in real time. Whatever you're seeing, if you want to build a website and you want to upload any some particular pictures, you should get the answers for that particular pictures. Then you can use this artificial intelligence part. And you are having some assistance with your mobile or with your what is that, some particular electronic items. Okay, so like you can see, we are having so many of personal assistants in nowadays. We are seeing so many like Google Assistant, Siri, Okay, Alexa. So that all are comes under from this AI part setup only. Simply, we are taking different type of data set that we are working for some particular models by using of the AI. Then in real time applications, we are working for it. So like that, many applications will be there. And what are domains will be there exactly with the AI you can see. The main mottos and main steps we have seen, but in that, if you are seeing in depth of the AI, so these are the different type of domains where we can use this AI part setup. You can use for the machine learning along with the deep learning. If you want to use for the NLP purpose, then you can use NLP is nothing but natural language processing, where you want to work for the text and audio based analysis of the text, then there you can use the NLP process. So expertise of systems, speech recognition based for the vision purpose, for robotic purpose. If you want to do any planning setups, everywhere we can use this part setup. So coming to the next one, what is the life cycle of the AI? How it will work, we can see here in a steps wise. If you want to work for the AI, I said the requirement what we need, software, programming language, and model something, etc., right? But if you want to work for the AI, what are the steps? How it will go from the starting to ending part of the AI, you can see here very properly. The first one is about data collection, because if you're taking the AI means whatever you're having the information, you're not satisfying. So you have to take some particular information as like a problem statement. You have to rectify it. How you want to rectify means these are the steps. First, you have to take some particular data collection. The data collection you should give to the second step as pre-processing, data cleaning, and feature engineering. Because whatever you're taking some particular data set or data collect what you have collected from your applications wise, as per your application, the data you have to do the in a second step with the pre-process, data cleaning, and feature engineering. What's the meaning of the pre-processing, data cleaning, and feature engineering means? So you have collected the data, but you can't apply to the machine learning or deep learning models directly. So we have to follow the stepwise. So that step only pre-processing, second step. So what's the meaning of the pre-processing means? Simply you have to enhance your particular data. If you're taking the Excel sheet, then you have to clean the Excel sheet properly. Any unwanted data will be there means you have to remove. You're having the images, any noise will be there, you have to remove. If you're taking the video, so you have to take the enhanced video for the setup for it. So like that, you have to do the pre-processing of your data, and you can say that is also cleaning of the data. Then later you are having the feature engineering. So what is the meaning of the feature engineering means? After cleaning of your data, so you have to segregate for the training and testing parts setup as everything for the training of your data. That purpose you have to follow some particular feature engineering steps. So later we can see in detail about it. So then after that, you are having third and fourth option, model training and validation. Our data is ready. The data is very cleared. The data you have to apply to the model of training and validation part. Then it will get train the data. Then it's ready to give the answers whatever you are asking. For example, you are seeing the ChatGPT, okay, or you are seeing the Google Assistant, or you're seeing the Siri. You're asking any question, it's trying to say the answer, but sometimes it won't give the answer properly because it doesn't have that particular database trained in backend. So if you're asking the question, then it's trying to give the answer means that is only possible after model and training of validation. So that training and model validation will be completed in a fourth step. Coming to the fifth step, model testing. So you have to check your model with your input data or whether it is working properly or not. Then we have to deploy with any particular front-end part setups like graphical user interface or mobile apps or websites, anything you can take for the deployment part or along with the particular combination of cloud part setups also you can do. So these are the steps in a life cycle of the AI. But you can see in AI you're having particular types. How a human brain having different type of persons like supernatural power, some people having moderate power, some people having very narrow power in a brain, right? In a same manner, in a AI also you are having two type of artificial intelligence will be there. What is that means? The first one is based on the capability. So based on the AI capability, we are having three type of capabilities here: narrow AI, super AI, and general AI. So narrow is nothing but it will work whatever you need exactly. It won't give, but it will try to give some particular answer. That you can say it as a narrow AI. General AI is nothing but whatever you're asking for that it will give the answer as like a AI, but it can't give more information. It will give only particular requirement. That's it. But whatever you're asking, extra it's trying to give, or in a different way it's trying to give means that you can say it as a super AI. So it will give very, very proper answer to you. That is based on the capabilities. And coming to the next one, you can see here based on the functionalities. So if you're taking based on the functionalities, how it's working, then you can see here how it's working exactly. So reactive machine based and limited memory based, theory of mind, self awareness. So reactive machine means how it will work exactly, and based on the size of the space, particular space what you're taking the A part model, and theory of the mind. The back in theory is also very important. Self awareness means mostly it's possible with the super A with the self awareness. So these are the types of the AI if you're taking with the requirements. Now you can see the steps in a proper way with these applications. So now you can see how the type of AI will work, how the narrow AI will work, how the general AI work, and how the super AI will work. So based on the functionalities, how it will work, you can see. Now we can check the requirement from the starting. So if you want to work for this AI, what is main thing? The first thing is what? So we are taking here data. So if you want to work for the AI, so definitely we should take data. That maybe will work in a cycle process will be there, no, with us. So life cycle of the, I mean, cycle of the AI. You can see the cycle of the AI. So if you want to start this process, the first step will be data collection process, and second will be pre-processing, third will be training, and fourth and fifth will be testing and deployment part. In that, the main requirement will be here data. So these data you have to take. Okay, how the data will work means what are you giving the data? It should give to the system, then it will work with the AI part setup. Now you can see some particular applications with this AI where you can use this AI setup. You can see. So for the data security purpose we can use, and for the finance sector based we can use, for the gamings, whatever you're seeing the gaming activities, or astronomy purpose, healthcare sector based, so transport based, agriculture based, for the education, e-commerce, entertainment purpose, everywhere we can see this AI part setup requirements. So now you can see some of the applications here. So if you want to find out the emotions of the human being, you can see this particular behavior of the AI to find out the emotions of the persons by using of the computer vision along with the AI. And for the healthcare based sectors, if you're asking any question, then it will give the answer about for medical. If you're giving any reports, so based on your hardware setup, you can get the results. Okay, so you can communicate with the AI part setup only how you're communicating with the doctor. So everything is possible with the AI part setup. And even for the traffic applications, you want to identify the vehicles, to control the vehicles, or to identify the number plate detection, and to stop the vehicles. Everything is possible with the AI part setup only. So this is about the theoretical parts about the entire AI. Now in AI, the first main step we have to work for the machine learning. So now we can see very in depth with the machine learning. So machine learning is nothing but we already know the definition of it. So wherever you're having the machine learning, that is a subset of the AI, it will work for to do the future predictions and present predictions, classifications and everything by using of the machine learning. So in this machine learning, how it will work means it will take the past data and it will process and it will analysis for the future purpose or present purpose. This is the option. You can see some of the applications. So if you want to find out the rainfall prediction or flower classification or loan prediction or Titanic survival prediction, so you can take any type of the applications. You can find out all those requirements of applications using the machine learning. So in this machine learning, you can see. So we are having basically three, but in middle we are having the third part of the types of the machine learning. Now we are seeing the types of the machine learning here. The first one will be supervised machine learning, and second one will be unsupervised machine learning, and third one will be reinforcement. But in between, you are having one of the machine learning that is about semi-supervised machine learning. So simple definition here, you can see the definition very properly. But if you want to see with the examples, in the next slide, you can see very in-depth definition of the each and every type of machine learning. The first one is about the supervised machine learning. Supervised machine learning is nothing but the labeled data. So what is the labeled information? What is supervised? We can see later. Coming to the next one, unsupervised is nothing but unlabeled data. Coming to reinforcement learning, it will work for the feedback techniques. Okay, so this is only the simple definition. Now you can see types of machine learnings, how many are there. So supervised, these many there, and unsupervised, these many, and semi-supervised, the third, I mean, in middle of the two, I said extra supervised learning will be there, that is semi-supervised learning and reinforcement learning. These all four we can see theoretical part in depth wise. So the first one will be supervised machine learning. What is the meaning of the supervised machine learning means? If you are taking any type of the data, it should have the labeled information. Then you can say that is about supervised machine learning. But in that, you're having two type of machine learnings in supervised machine learning also. That is only classification and regression. How it will work and where we can work, you can see. So this is about labeled data. If you're having that, you can say it as a supervised machine learning. In these supervised machine learning, you're having two options, classification and regression. So what is the meaning of the classification and regression? Later we can see. Just first we can see what is the supervised learning with the labeled data. Now you can see we set the definition as supervised learning. With the labeled data, it will work. What's the meaning of the labeled means? So you can see if you're taking any type of the product and any type of the item, definitely we can see the names on that particular product price with the particular names. If any person is seeing that particular names, based on the name, you can identify. If you don't know the particular product also, you can identify based on the name. For example, in front of me, I'm having the bottle with the label name as a bottle. Then you can identify, yeah, this is the bottle. I can identify based on seeing the label name. Then later I can see the features of the product, size, shape, color, everything, font, everything I can see. So here you can see the supervised learning is nothing but whatever you're taking the input data along with the labels, then the both you have to give to the machine learning, then it can say that is supervised learning. Example downside, you can see you're having here fruits. Okay, now you applied these fruits along with these labels to the machine learning. Now if I'm giving any picture for the input of this model training, after training, so now it's giving the answer as class as pineapple. How it's giving the answer? Here the label is nothing but particular name of the each and every item, each and every product, each and everything. How you can identify this is this type of thing means this is this type of product means based on the size, shape, color. If you know already know the name of the particular product based on the size, shape, color, based on the features, you can easily identify. That is only you can say it as a labeled data will possible, will work with the supervised learning. This is a supervised. But in this supervised, I said two type of supervised learnings will be there. classification and regression. So what is the meaning of the classification means? The classification is nothing but if you need the answer now itself, whether it is affected or not with the disease, whether the person is male or female, whether the product is good or bad, whether the news will be fake or real, like that you want to get the answer now itself, then you can say it as a classification model. But maybe in a future you want to predict something in a future. The weather will be rainy or sunny for tomorrow or day after tomorrow, or you're taking like astrology, maybe what will be the future of me for next year, so what it can happen in my life. So if I want to say something in a future purpose, so it's not about 100% correct in a regression. I'm expecting something, but how I'm expecting means based on the past data. You're having like trading marketing. So many people are doing the trading online. Okay. So based on a companies, they will upload their shares, then they will go through with the trading part. So how they are trying to get the better one means if they know already past the data, then they can try to get the better information and better trading. They'll get better amount, better they will sell the shares in a proper way if they know past information. So what is the meaning of the regression means that is only. So you're having the regression model, you're expecting something in a future that may be work or not, but you're having expectations based on the past data. So you can see if you're going through with any particular things, it can show at least 1 week daily routine. For 1 week it will show the what is that a report of the data. You can see now it's saying light rain. Tomorrow maybe it will be different, cloudy. So like that, everything it's saying based on the time, date, everything. It's saying it's expecting something in a future. How it's expecting in a future means, so the rain, like here climate prediction, how it's going in this means that is based on the past data only. Okay, last year in a June, how the humidity will be there, how the temperature will be there. So based on the past information, it's trying to give the future requirements based on the wind. So everything it will take, and based on that only it will give, based on every past data, it will give the answer for the climate requirements, right? So that is we are expecting. Maybe sometimes you can see they will say tomorrow will be sunny, but it may be cloudy. Sometimes they will say rainy, but it may be little bit shrinking. So that is not 100% sure, but we can expect up to 80 or 90 percentage predictions that will be possible with the regression parts. So how we can rectify these problem statements means you can see. So this is, for example, house price prediction. How you're expecting something means it's based on a requirement, you can expect like this. So we can see the more applications with this supervised learning. So if you want to do text categorization or face detection in your mobiles, okay, signature recognition, or you want to find out the spam detection and weather forecasting and house prices, stock market pricing, and everything will be possible with the supervised of the machine learning. These are the applications. Now coming to the next one is second one in machine learning. So these are types of the supervised machine learning. Many will be there from the main models. What are you seeing the all models in a supervised? All model will work for the classification purpose and as well as the future predictions purpose, means for the regression purpose. So now you can see the second one is unsupervised learning in a machine learning. What is the meaning of the unsupervised means? Simple thing, unlabeled data. So it doesn't have any labeled information. Simply based on the size, shape, color, based on the features, we have to segregate. For example, banking sectors or healthcare sectors, you can see if you're taking the banking sectors, so they don't know exactly what is that particular details and all means. Based on the amount, they will segregate. Based on the age, they will segregate. So like that, we can segregate all those requirements based on the what is that attributes. So they can't say exactly this is what something like that, right? So from the healthcare sectors also based on the reports. So you can see In unsupervised also, you're having two type of unsupervised learnings. How you're having a supervised two options. Here you're having two type of options. One is about the clustering and second one will be the association. What is the clustering and association? In depth wise we can see later. Now you can see how unsupervised learning is working. So this is my input data. So I'm taking my input data, I'm applying to the models. Simply it's just dividing, it's just segregating based on the features. So it doesn't have any names, you can see here. So you're having particular same data, you're applying to the model, then you're getting the answer with based on the size, shape, color. That's it. It doesn't have any labels. That's why you are saying it as unsupervised learning is nothing but unlabeled data. Where we can see these applications means for the e-commerce sectors, in the marketing sectors, or in service providings. What are you doing the recommendations? For example, you can see if you're going to the Chrome and you're asking some particular application means it will give so many websites. For example, you're giving fraud detection, you're keeping what is it, you're typing a text as fraud detection. If you're typing the fraud detection, which type of fraud detection you're not saying means it will give some segregation parts to you. That may be what is it, a fake news based fraud detection or credit card fraud detection or any threatening of security fraud detection. So like the face fraud detection, which type of fraud detection, all fraud detections it will show when you're not giving any labels means. Like the type of things you can see, even banking sector, in entertainment sector also. If you're searching something about the movies or something, it will segregate all those things, it will show, right? So these are the different type of applications with the unsupervised learning. Now you can see what is clustering and what is association is nothing but anomalous process. So the clustering is nothing but based on the size, shape, color, everything it will cluster like this. But association is nothing but, so it can associate based on your particular data. So now in unsupervised learning, you're having so many of models, but you can see only some particular example of main models here, clustering types of algorithms. Next one, k-means clustering and SFCM. So like that, hierarchical based. These are the models in a unsupervised. Now, the third machine learning model is semi-supervised. Then what is the meaning of the semi-supervised? We seen already supervised learning, semi-supervised learning. Then what is the meaning of this? Sorry, supervised and unsupervised. Now you are seeing semi-supervised. So it's a combination of both supervised and unsupervised. You can see here. Some data may be with a label. Some data may not be labels. So that is the combination of both labeled and unlabeled data you're taking, that you can call it as semi-supervised learning. These you can use for the assumption purpose based on the clustering assumption, manifold assumption, any type of assumptions you can take. For that, you're having semi-supervised based some applications. Speech analysis, you want to identify the speech. Sometimes you can identify the speech easily, right? But sometimes is not possible to identify the speech. For example, you're having the Siri, okay, or you're having the Alexa. So you trained your voice not exactly with your voice, but sometimes you're having some throating time or something. The voice may changes means it can't recognize. Okay, so or any of unknown person is speaking with your Siri or Alexa something, it won't give the answer. Means what is that? So it should identify the speech based on the requirements that may be based on the applications we have to take. Coming to the next one, when web content classification. You're seeing on a websites, so many of websites will come in the same time. Then you have to segregate all those things by using of this one. And protein sequence classification, text document classification like this. Anything, any type of applications you can take here. So coming to the last one, in machine learning model, the main important thing to get work for the security purpose and as well as gaming activities, reinforcement learning. So the reinforcement learning is very important in a present days. So here you can see why the reinforcement learning is important means. So, for example, if you're taking any gaming activity, you can take this one, the gaming activity. So, if you're taking any type of games, okay, in that particular games, if you're winning, then you will get the coins or some money or something, right? If you're losing anything, then you will lose your points and you will get a minus points. Is nothing but you haven't get any proper reward points. How your what is it? Playing the game with that particular game activity. So in the same manner, in a reinforcement learning, first it will take the main person and it will give it will we have to apply some actions on it. Based on the environment it will work. For example, if you're not uh, getting proper answer from the what is it, reinforcement part or robotic part setup, you should say this is not this one. What I'm asking, that is not you're giving. Okay, so you are giving in different one, means you should say for that. Then it will check the entire data. Then it will say, okay, he's asking about the cat, but I given the tiger picture, I should try again. I should check with my data set. It will check and it will give proper picture. Otherwise, you're asking some question, you're uploading one picture and you're asking your robotic part setup, uh, what is this picture? It's giving maybe the tiger is looking like a cat, then it's saying the answer as cat, but that is not cat. Then what you should do? So this is not cat, this is tiger, means next time it will identify properly. Okay, so like that it will work based on the agent. What are you giving the different type of actions with the different type of environments, then you will get the reward points. Or if you're not getting the reward points, then you can go back, then you can try it again. So like that, in the real-time applications, we can see the reinforcement learning more. Okay, so now I can go to the next step. You can see if you are taking any type of the gaming activity, how it will work of this reinforcement learning. So in this reinforcement learning, you're having the many options: Q learning, policy iteration, and value iteration. You can see every all those requirements here in a proper way. Okay. So these are the machine learning, and in this machine learning, you are having the many options. So these are the applications, whatever you see. Okay. This is about the different type of applications in a reinforcement learning, playing games with the AI or self-driving cars, whatever you seeing, ad recommendations, so video recommendations. These all are considered from the AI part setup with the reinforcement learning. So coming to the next step, how the reinforcement learning is working, you can see. Now, if you want to work for the machine learning, how it will work, you can see. So these are the steps if you want to work for the any type of machine learning applications. How you have taken AI life cycle in the same manner for the machine learning actions also we have to do in the same manner. So if you want to work for the machine learning with the AI, first you need to collect the data, then we have to take the pre-processing, next feature extraction, then you have to train the model and you have get the you can get prediction part and later you can see the evolution part for it. So for the practical session, after 15 minutes, we will start with the practical session. In between, we can see remaining theoretical part, which type of data sets you have to take here. So today we are taking the data sets with the Excel sheet format. So this is the part if you want to work for the machine learning with the AI. So you have to take the algorithm along with the data, then you can apply all those things, then you will get the results. That is only here machine learning part setup. Okay. So how it works, you can see any type of applications you can see. So still now, till now we have discussed only the machine learning. So in that machine learning, you are giving the input, you are getting the output because of the machine learning classification or prediction part. So there we are doing the training only the single time. But if you are not satisfying with the single time, maybe you are having the huge amount of the data, then you should go for the deep learning. So in a deep learning, you can see in this part, you are having single input layer, single training layer, single output layer. But you can see in a deep learning, you are having the single input layer, but two or more training layers you are having, and you are getting the answer. That is difference between the machine learning and deep learning. So here you can work for the less amount of the data. If you want to work for the huge amount of the data, like Google, Serial X or something like that, so then or any type of huge amount of the data classifications you have to do means, then you can go for the deep learning process. So we can see just a small theory about the deep learning. So here you can see the deep learning, how it's working. So deep learning is also the subset of the machine learning and AI. We have seen already the definition. It will work for so many of huge amount of the data for the static purpose and for predictive modeling purpose, everything purpose it can work. How the deep learning will work means like this. So we can take one by one steps based on our requirements in a deep learning. So on which fields we can work, you can see. You can take image type of data set for the deep learning, text-based data you can take, or Excel sheet you can take. But mostly Excel sheet information we can go through with the machine learning. And if you want to identify diagnosis purpose, speech recognition purpose, mostly these fields we can use this deep learning. So why the deep learning is very important in a present days means only the main thing, huge amount of the data. So if you want to get the better results, then you can work for the deep learning with the AI part setup with the different type of databases. So these are the contents what we are discussing about the deep learning. Introduction, which type of deep learning process will be there, what are the classification process and types of the deep learning and real-time examples. So simple thing, I will tell you the definition because in depth we can see tomorrow. So deep learning is nothing but the deep learning came from the machine learning. Machine learning later you're having the neural network. From the neural network you got the deep learning. So if you want to understand the deep learning, how the deep learning was constructed properly, so you have to know how it came from the root onwards. So that purpose, you can see what is a neuron. In our human brain, you're having the neurons, right? So it can connect the neuron from one neuron to another neuron. It will connect to the one neuron, it will connect to the all neurons. The second neuron also will connect to the all neurons. How the neurons are connected to each other in our brain. Like that, here in this part also, same, the neurons will connect to each other to get the better output. So that is only the neural network construction. So this is input layer. This input layer features what you are having the input layer later I will see. So first layer you are having in a neural network. So before going to the definition of the deep learning, so I will tell you about the neural network first. What is the neural network means? A neural network is the extension of the machine learning. It has only three layers: single input layer, single hidden layer, and single output layer. So the single input layer, what you can get means, what are you having the input features? The input features will convert into as like a weight feature values. That weight feature values you should give to the hidden layer. Then it will train with the activation functions and some bias functions. Then finally in output layer, you can get the output that may be classification or regression part. This is the neural network. So these are the steps if you want to follow neural network or deep learning also. You have to understand the problem, you have to identify the problem, then you can select the deep learning models, you can train and you can test the model. Now you can see the part. This is the neural network. From the machine learning, we got the neural network, normal neural network. From this neural network, we went to the deep learning. That only you can say it as a deep neural network. So why we came from the machine learning to the neural network and neural network to the deep learning means in machine learning, it can train only less data. Then later we can connect it, that machine learning for the best data training purpose to the neural network. But in this, you're having single input layer, single hidden layer and single output layer. Means your data is training only single time. So it doesn't that much of option to get the better accurate results. That purpose, we have taken single input layer, but the hidden layer we given two or more. N number of layers we have increased. Why you increased means if you are giving the data to train the database in a hidden layer single time, you can get only less features. But in the same manner, in a hidden layer applying two or more layers means you can train your data two or more times, then compare with the neural network. In deep neural network, you can train the database in a better way. Means here one time it's getting training means here in a deep neural network, you can get number of times training. That is only you're saying it as a deep neural network. That deep neural network name only we just constructed with the name as deep learning. So in this deep learning, so many of the layers will be there based on the different type of constructions of the neural networks in a deep learning model. In that many will be there. Just example purpose, we can see feed forward neural network, recurrent neural network, convolution neural network. Apart from that, you're having many models. Simply you're constructing the layers in a different way based on your requirement of the databases. Then you're having so many of deep learning neural networks. Even in GenAI, you're seeing like uh, what you're having in a GenAI. After AI, you're having the GenAI part. In GenAI part also, like ChatGPT or Meta AI or Stable Diffusion or BERT models or something, any type of models, what are you taking? In that particular models, in background, definitely you're having the neural network construction only. So that much of importance will be there. From that, you're having many requirements, many deep neural networks will be there. That is only difference with the which type of database you are taking, which type of bias functions you are giving, how many layers you are giving. Based on the requirements, you have constructed many models in a deep learning model. So many will be there. So today we will learn about convolution neural network, because in real time applications, mostly for image based applications, most of the people they're working for the convolution neural networks. So this is one of the main important thing to train the database. If you are having the database of images, it will work for the images and it will give the answer. It will do the classification very clear and cut, and you can get the better classification results if you are using the CN. Apart from that, we are having many models like and you're having the applications with the deep learning. You can see the applications. Tomorrow we can see the in-depth of the deep learning. Today I don't want to say more requirement about the deep learning. You can see where you can use this uh, deep learning. So for the cyber security, for retail application, for construction purpose, supply chain management purpose, same as like a healthcare sector, transportation, education purpose, IT sectors, for manufacturing, wherever you're having the more data requirement training part and to get the better results, then definitely we have to use this deep learning model. So you're having so many of applications. You can see for self-driving cars and entertainment purpose, visual assistants, virtual assistants, fraud detection purpose, NLP purpose, news segregation purpose, fraud news detection purpose, or if you want to children healthcare sector based. Okay, so any type of applications, many applications will be there with the deep learning. So in that you can see some of applications, self-driving cars. So in a self-driving cars, how it's saying exactly in front of you, beside of you, and in a backside, you're having some particulars with the distance means along with the sensors. Definitely you need the deep learning with the cameras. Then only you can get the self-driving cars properly. Otherwise, it's not possible. And sentiment analysis is nothing but Google assistants or virtual assistants. What are you having the different type of assistants? Siri, Alexa, Google, any type of assistants we can use this deep learning model. Even in healthcare sectors, for chatbot conversations, for healthcare chatbot conversations, we can use. So apart from that, the simple theory I will tell you about the NLP process also. So till now we have discussed AI, machine learning and deep learning. Then later you can see the NLP. So why you want to use this NLP means wherever you're having requirement for the audio along with the text based, That may be sentiment analysis or chatbot conversations, or you want to do the text summarizations, spelling mistake identifications, anything. If you're having the text, then definitely you have to use the NLP. Even for Google Assistants, for Siri, Alexa, you're asking some question, it's trying to give the answer, means for training purpose, you're taking the machine learning or deep learning models. But which type of data you're taking? You're taking the text data, then you have to work for the NLP plus deep learning. You're working for the Excel sheet, then you have worked with the library as pandas and or any other type of libraries with the machine learning model. If you want to work for the images or videos, you have to work along with the computer vision with the deep learning or machine learning. Like that, many models will be there. So in that, if you want to work for the text based, definitely we have to take this NLP. So how it will work means you can see. So you can give any type of the data as an input, video or audio or text. Then it will work for the relationship extraction and topic classification purpose, language processing purpose, sentiment analysis purpose, entity recognition purpose. We can work for it. How the NLP work in a stepwise. We have seen steps in a AI, we've seen steps in a machine learning, we've seen the steps for the deep learning. Now how the NLP will work, you can see. So these are the steps. The first step will be you have to take the sentence, then the sentence will convert into the words tokenization. Then words tokenization will go to the next step as stemming lemmatization, stop word analysis, dependency parsing, and speech shock tagging. What is the meaning of this? All those steps means, example purpose, I'm taking Google Assistant. I'm taking the Google Assistant. In the Google Assistant, if I said, okay, Google, okay, it will open. Then if I'm asking one question, what is my question means, what is my name? I given here voice note as, okay, Google, what is my name? So here it will take, okay, this person is trying to ask something. First, it will recognize the sentence. So what is my sentence? What is my name? 4 words will be constructed as like a sentence. What is my name? So then first it will read the sentence. NLP. It will read the sentence. The voice can convert into the text or text can read the sentence way. Then after reading the sentence, it can divide the sentence into the words. Why it divide the sentence into the word means, if the sentence is not in a proper meaning, then it won't give the proper answer, right? That purpose, the sentence will convert into the words. That words process only you can say it as a tokenization. So the what is my name? So the sentence will divide into the 4 words. Then after dividing the 4 words, I need to apply for the stemming and lemmatization. What it can do means, it can check the spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes, and any unwanted words will be there. It can remove. Then it can reconstruct the proper word for each and every word. For example, what is my name? 4 words will be there. So here, what is nothing but I didn't give the full name of the WHAT. I given only WT. Then what it can do? Okay, the word will be related to the what. Then it can convert that improper word into the proper word, WT to WHAT. So like that, it can do, it can check the spelling mistakes, any grammar mistakes will be there, everything it will check. Any unwanted words or weak words will be there, it can remove. What is the meaning of the stop word analysis means? Any unwanted words will be there, it can remove it off. Then finally what it can do, it can reconstruct the words into the proper sentence. So previously you are having some different not meaningful words you are having. So now the construction of the sentence will be converted into a proper sentence. So now the sentence will be very correct. What is my name? So these sentence, the NLP will give to the database. What it can do that in database, how the database came means, this NLP can do only that proper sentence recognition and everything. It can recognize, it will work. The proper sentence you have to check with your database. Then what it can do, the Google Assistant, okay, they given input question as what is my name. Okay, whether it is available with my database or not, it will check. So for what is my name, maybe in a database they have given, okay Google, you have to say to the person who are logged in with their mail ID. With the mail ID name, you have to say the answer to them. Like that, the answer will be there. What it can do? Okay, Google, what is my name means it can say the name as Hi Lakshmi, because you have signed in with the name of Lakshmi. Now I'm asking another question. Could you please change my name? Okay, please suggest. Then if I'm suggesting my name as Meghna, then it will take the name as Meghna. Okay, Meghna, now itself I will call you as Meghna. Now, if I'm asking now any question, what is my name? Like that, again I'm asking the question, then it will say Hi Meghna. So how it's saying? So it's having already pre-trained model database in a background with the NLP along with the deep learning model. So then it will check proper sentence, then sentence will check with the database, then it will try to give the answer in a proper way. So means, so here only it's doing the correction sometimes, it's giving the answer sometimes. Okay, so like that, the NLP will work along with the deep learning. That is only you can say it as AI with deep learning will work for the text-based applications by using of NLP. So you can see many of process will be there for this sentiment analysis, question and answering, okay, or healthcare sector based, okay, optical character recognition. For example, you are uploading one picture into the Google, Google Lens. Then it will take that, then it will convert that picture into the text. That is also will work for the NLP. So information of extraction. If you are giving PDF or PPT, then it can extract the text. Language translation also you can do. Because previously, before some years, in 2015 like that, you're having only one language, that is only English. But now you're having multiple language translations. That is also possible with the language translation of NLP. So if you want to work these entire requirements, definitely we need to take some programming languages. These are the main programming languages: Python, Java, Lisp, Golang, and R programming. From that, now we are selecting Python language for our application. So this is the basic of the requirement. Hope you understand. So today we have completed what is AI, machine learning, deep learning, NLP. Now, based on the machine learning along with the AI, how the application will work, we can see in a practical session. If it is completed, then we can see with the user interface of the application. So tomorrow we can work for the deep learning and neural networks, in a third day NLP, and fourth and fifth day remaining requirements. So hope you understand this one. So now we can go for the practical session. So if you want to go for the practical session, so I will show you the steps again here, what you want to do exactly for the applications if you want to start with the machine learning. So the first step, if you want to work for the machine learning along with the AI with ML, you have to work means the first step. So we know very well, the first one is data collection we have to do. So these steps, what I'm showing here, these steps are for to build the application with the AI of machine learning. That may be real-time applications or prototype applications, anything we have to follow in this manner. So the first step is we have to collect the data. The next one, you have to do the pre-process of your data, means data cleaning. Okay, so remove unwanted data or anything. So that you can say it as pre-process. Coming to the third step, data visualization. So you have to collect the data, any type of online setup options, any type of particular things. The first thing will be data collection. So what is the data collection? If you want to start, if you want to work for application, definitely you need to collect some particular data. Which type of data you have to collect, you can collect. That may be from your desktop. Maybe you're having already in your desktop, you can take. Otherwise, you can take from the online tools or online websites or online process. Other one, you have to gather data set. You can take the pictures, or you can gather the information into the Excel sheet. You can take the videos. That is your own data set. So like that, any type of data set you have to gather. After gathering, you have to do the pre-process. You have to clean the data in a proper way. Then coming to the third one is data visualization. Means you have to show a representation of your data. Representation of data using graphs or any other. So data visualization is nothing but you are having the data, you have to show the representation with the dashboards voiced or individual graphs, anything. You can take the visualization part, that is the third step. Coming to the fourth step is feature engineering. So in a feature engineering, you have to take the data set based on the requirement, how you want to take the features and all. Whether you are having any unwanted data or you want to take for the validation or testing purpose, anything you can take. So coming to the fifth step, you have to split the data into two parts. That is about the train and test. So coming to the next one is, you should load or create machine learning models. So after that, fit your train part data to your machine learning models. Then it will get trained. Then later you can get trained model. Why I'm saying it's a training model means whenever you have loaded the model, that is fully empty model. It's just the construction of the model, that's it. It doesn't have anything. For example, you have taken your mobile. It's not 100% example, but I will say you. So you're having particular space. It's have a empty space, but with some particular 64 GB or 128 GB. When you're loading some particular data, then it can be filled with some requirement, right? But it doesn't have any training process. But here you're having the training process, your data, what you're uploading exactly from your input data collection. Then after training of the model, you can see validation part. And finally, the validation part only you can check with test prediction. So these many steps we have completed means in real-time application, we can do only test prediction. Example, you are trying to upload one picture. Then it's trying to give the answer means that is only way we are seeing this one. But if you want to test prediction, if you want to do means these steps we should do for the training of the database. So these are the steps if you want to follow any type of application. You need to data collect, you need to do the pre-process, then later data visualization, feature engineering, splitting of the data, then loading of loading of model or creation of the machine learning model. Otherwise, after that, you have to take splitting of the data only train part to your machine learning model. Then later you have to train the model. Then you have to give the validation part. And finally, you can see the test part prediction. So these are the steps, whatever you're following. So now, if you want to do these steps, so we have to follow some particular requirements, right? So if you want to do these entire steps, first you need to collect the database. So example purpose, here I'm going to the part. You can see here. So in this particular area, I'm having some requirements. Okay. So now we can work for any type of application. Example purpose, I'm taking one of application. If you want to start application, definitely we have to go through with some data collection. So for data collection, we know very well, Kaggle website is a very best one to gather the data set. In Kaggle, you're having three type of options. Available of data set, based on the quiz-wise, task-wise data set, paid-wise data set. So like that, 3 to 4 options will be there. So first I will go through with the Kaggle data set. In this Kaggle, it's a big data science company. So here you can see with the different type of data sets. So I will, first step is data collection. I'm just going through with the data collection part. Okay, so this is the data collection part setup. I just went to the Kaggle website. Here you are having so many options. Here I can click on the data sets. So here you will get any type of data sets. So any type of images or videos or Excel sheets, any type of data sets you can get, and you can see the results part for it. So now I will take some of the data, then I will show you the part of the steps each and every step in a practical way. So if you want to start the application, definitely I should go through with some particular software. So here I have installed so from this Kaggle website, you can collect any of the data. So I have given here educational based data set. You just click on this, just go to the Kaggle website. Here you can click on the data sets. If you have clicked, then you can see the option here. So you can get any type of data sets. I already downloaded, but I'm showing to download. So here you can click on it. You can see the download option. You can get the downloading option. This is about educational data. So if you are taking the educational data, how it will be. So here I'm having the size of the 38.03 KB size of the data. So I can download this particular Excel sheet. So for machine learning part setup, mostly we can take Excel sheet based applications. So that's why here I want to do the analysis of or education wise. That purpose I have taken educational data of the CSV file. So this is also Excel sheet with the comma separated values. So you can download this Excel sheet. But in this Excel sheet, what you're having exactly, you can see. So you're having 17 columns. You're having 17 columns, but so many of number of rows data set. So what you're having exactly columns you can see. Gender, nationality, place of birth, stage of ID, gender ID, section ID, topic, semester, relation, next, raised hands. So like that, some of the attributes will be there. So my application will be, I want to take this educational data set, then I have to train this educational data set with my machine learning models. So I just want to do analysis part. If I'm giving any details, it should say the answer, this person is which person related. Here you can see, you're having two type of output labels. Okay, L and M, and H also will be there. You can see L and M. So here you can see the details of every details of your particular data. So L is nothing but, for example, you can take what is that, M and H. So here these are the labels, output labels, but the person is what is that, low, what is that, main person or not main person, and you can identify anything about the educational wise. So here you can see you're having these labels of your particular data. So LHM will be there. So low, medium, high means how the education will be there of your what is that particular person. You have to identify if you are giving input details whether the person is in a low stage or medium stage or high stage. You can say based on the educational wise. So that purpose you're taking this Excel sheet data. Okay, so you have taken this Excel sheet data, then you have downloaded this Excel sheet data. After downloading, what you want to do, that Excel sheet data should keep in some particular location. So I kept here in this particular location with the name of XAPI educational of data.csv. So these CSV file, now based on my steps, I have to follow. That purpose, I should take some particular software. Here I already installed Anaconda Navigator. From the Anaconda Navigator, I am taking Jupyter Notebook. So here I am taking Jupyter Notebook. Okay. So in Jupyter Notebook, so why you're taking the Jupyter Notebook means for the training analysis part purpose and for the prediction purpose, compared with the normal ideal is Notebook is very easiest thing, because here you can see the step by step application requirements, step by step application you can see in a proper way. So that purpose I'm taking the Jupyter Notebook here. So in this Jupyter Notebook, I have to follow my steps. So I'm just going to this, and where is my code exactly I should check, or where is my data set I have to check. In downloads I'm having with my requirement as my project. Here you can see the requirements. Okay. Now you can see this Excel sheet what you're having. I already seen all those labels. 17 labels will be there. Number of samples will be there in rows. Always in rows you are having the number of samples. In columns you are having the number of attributes. In that attributes you are having the output label, and remaining will be the input attributes. Everything will be available with the CSV file. These CSV file we have to work. That purpose I'm just opening already what I have completed. So here you can see. So if you want to type also, we can type. So for basic purpose, I will type here, and remaining application purpose, I will show you the entire requirement here. So now here I can see right side corner with the Python 3 kernel. So I have loaded this one. So now based on my application steps, what I have given data collection already completed, the remaining steps I have to follow. That purpose I'm taking here the first step. After data collection, you have to do the data. So I will show you the application coding part setup here. So first data collection, and after data collection, you have to load data and read data. So these steps you have to do. If you want to load data, read data, and everything if you want to do, definitely you have to import some libraries. For basic theoretical part and all, we don't need anything. But if you want to work based on the applications wise, definitely you need to work for some particular libraries and packages. That is only. So that libraries I will show you here. The first library is NumPy. Import NumPy as NP is nothing but alias. So NumPy numerical Python will work for the storing of data in a numerical way, and for that purpose we can use. Compare with the normal array, it will give the fast operation output. That's why we are using this NumPy. This is one of the package. Coming to the next one as import pandas as PD. So you're taking second library name as pandas. Why you're taking pandas library means if you want to load for Excel data, means data frame based. So definitely you need to take pandas library. So then later these two is enough. Then later we can see the remaining one. So if you noted any type of libraries, why you are choosing this Jupyter Notebook means cell by cell you can execute like this. then you can see the results very individually in a stepwise. So that purpose, you can see if you executed first one, you can click on the run button. Otherwise, you can use the shift enter. You can go to the kernel. There you can use so many of options. Here also you're having the run option you can use. So simply I have used here shift enter. Then I have uploaded the libraries. After uploading the libraries, what I want to do after collection of the data, you have to load the data into the coding part. Then you can read the data. So that purpose here, I'm taking some particular variable name as a df. Now what I want to do, I have to load the data. Then I should read the data into some particular variable. Then only can start my application. That purpose I'm taking here pd dot read underscore csv. So what is the meaning of this one means? From this particular pandas library, we given the shortcut name as PD. From the PD, you're having so many type of extension for the sheets of data. So from the sheets of the data, so I'm taking here CSV format. So I want to read this CSV file, that's why I have taken. So if you want to read any particular files, definitely in between the braces, just open the braces, give the empty codes, then you can go to your database file. If the database file and your code should be in a same location, you can copy the file name of your CSV file, then you can come to the code and you can paste here. So what is the meaning of this particular line means? Whatever you're having the data with you in a CSV format that you are loading and reading into the particular variable name as a df by using of the pandas library. Now you can see. So you have read it properly, then you have stored that information into a particular df variable. So now the step will be completed. Then later, I don't want to go pre-process directly. I just want to do some requirements. What is the requirements means? If you want to display entire data, then you can use df. Then you can see the entire data. Okay. Now you can see, just I have given df and later I have executed. Then you can see what are the attributes, everything you can see here along with the input attributes and output label also. And you can see how many number of samples will be there. You can see the count. 480 rows will be there. 17 columns are there. 480 rows are the 480 samples about the education details. 17 columns, 16 are the input attributes, and output attribute will be class. So shall I say this data will be related to the supervised? Yes, I can say, because you are having the labeled information. So then I can say it as a labeled data information. So like that you can do. If you want to display only starting of 5 samples, then you can use head. You can see only number of samples 5, starting 5. If you want to display only number of samples starting 10, then you can use df.head of 10. So if you want to display from ending part last samples data, then you can use df.tail. Then it will display last 8 samples. If you want to display last 20 samples, then you can give df tail of 20. So like that we can do some modifications and all. So we don't have the time directly, we can go through with the application here. So I'm having already a requirement with me. So I'm just clicking on it. You can see I already completed the coding part. So that coding part I'm trying to open here. You can see how we can work for the application. So first you have to read the data, then you can display the data. Okay. Then if you are taking df.describe, so df is available. So describe is nothing but what are you having the calculations, everything you can see. Count, mean, standard deviation, and percentage wise, maximum, minimum, everything you can see. Df.head is nothing but 10 samples. 6 is nothing but 6 samples. Then if you're using df.info, then the information it will show whether you're having the null values of data or non-null values. So here null values means what, non-null values is what means. So if you're having the unwanted data, that will be null values. If you don't have anything, then you can say it as a wanted data. So like that, if you want to check the pre-processing, then you can use seasonal.sem. So if you're using this one, then you can see here all are zeros, means you don't have any unwanted data. You're having proper data. If you're having, then you can use drop duplicate. Then later you can see if you want to do any replacings, any modifications you can do. So like that, data collection will be completed. Next one, data loading will be completed. Next, data pre-processing also completed because of the is null. Next, data visualization. You can do more type of visualizations, whatever you need. Then after the data visualization, you have to split the data into input data and output data, means input labels and output labels. Then you have to split the data into training and testing part. Then later you have to apply to the any type of machine learning models. Then it will show the output parameters like this. If you want to do the visualizations, mostly you can do any type of visualizations. So this is the option if you want to work for the data set of the training of your data. So you have to load the data, then you have to do the pre-process by using of removing of duplicates and everything. So next one, you can do the feature engineering with the different type of applications. And if you want to convert anything, you can do the conversion here. Then later you can do the visualization. After visualization, you can do the splitting of your data. Then the splitting of the data, you can load the machine learning models like random forest, support vector machine, any type of models. You can fit your data. You can see you're fitting your data, only training part, not for the testing part. And finally, you can see the output result validation results with the output parameters and visualizations. So this is for the day one with the application of educational data. Till now, having any doubts, you can check with her. And this is for day one. We have completed all those requirements. Thank you. Tomorrow, you can see deep learning along with the neural network constructions. Thanks for attending the class. Hope you understand everything. Thank you. Once again, thank you to all.